First of all, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Look, this has not... Oh, on the Olivier. Yeah, right, start again.
Congratulations on your Olivier.
I know, thank you very much. I've been bouncing off the walls for 2.5 weeks on that one. Now, well, this particular smile hasn't stopped in the last 30 hours or however long it's been. Yet, so thrilled, bouncing off the walls.
It is different here on Broadway, right?
It is. Oh, the play? Yeah, the atmosphere. Yeah, very different. Well, we've narrowed it down a little bit. We've got about 10 minutes, 15 minutes off each play. There's 2 plays, and they're sequential, so you can follow the story on both. They're about 2.25 hours long each now. So some of the fallacies when they're 6 hours long, that's just not true. But the story is one we all know of Henry VIII and the man who gets him from first to second to third wife. And here, it's that man who gets him through the wives. It's called Thomas Cromwell, and he's a New Yorker, really. I mean, he isn't. He was born in London in a place called Putney, but he is someone who comes from nowhere, and he's built up his career, and he becomes the most powerful man, without being a king, in the whole of Europe. And it's a real, spin doctor, absolutely, all those things. And he is prepared to. He says, no, we can change history. If that's what you need, we can change the past. And you go, whoa, okay, that's very clever. So it's a very New York tale, and I think that the New York audiences react in a way that we never had before. I love it. I have to say, I really love it. You know, sometimes in this city, you clap when people come on stage. This usually happens when we all arrive on stage at the beginning, because we all come on in one go. But on Sunday, for instance, when we do both shows, this last Sunday, people didn't clap when we came on. We thought, okay, fine, we've got to work for this round, we've got to work for it. And that's great fun. So we worked for it. Beginning of the second show, they were not only clapping, they were cheering at the beginning of the show. I mean, people are with us on it, and it's great. And the reaction of the Tonys, 8 awards, which means we've got every single category we could have got nominated for, we have been. So it hasn't singled any one person out. It's got everybody. And I was in there yesterday rehearsing with some understudies, and it's just, the feeling is one big family. It's heaven, I have to say.
I can tell that. Well, I can tell that by your energy.
Yeah.
To play King Henry VIII. I mean,
the most famous king ever. Yeah. Well, I do walk taller. I actually do. Sometimes I found myself walking to rehearsals one day, and I was looking in the mirror across the windows of a shop across the road, and I saw my body at that angle as I was walking, because I was in a hurry. I went, and I started walking that way. And just those little things make all the difference. Although yesterday, having got the nomination for the Tony, I went down to the subway on the F train, and I honestly felt 8 feet tall. I mean, I really did. I thought I was towering over everybody. And I wanted to go up and hug people and say, do you know what, me? I've just got a nomination.
What do you think we learn about King Henry VIII?
Well, he's not the king you expect.
He's not just a beheader, huh?
No, he's not. He's not a murderous man. What he needs to do is continue the peace that his father left him. He says, you know, my father, when he died, he may have won the crown in battle, but peace was his legacy to me. 40 years of peace. Now, what Henry is terrified of is that peace ending and getting civil war. This country knows what civil war's about. In fact, I added a line about that. I said, what would happen then? Civil war. Because I thought, well, this country would understand what civil war is. And it was so recent, 150 years ago or something. So you've really got to minimize the danger of that possibility for Henry. So that's why he wants a son, and Catherine won't give him a son, so he has to divorce her. Anne promises him a son, doesn't give it to him. She has to go. So the next one goes, and so it's not just that he's a murderess, but he's really passionate about looking after his country.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you for asking me.
You might, do you wear the crown around the house?
No, do you know what? The crown, this is quite fun. When I was rehearsing, there was a crown, it was the RSC. There's always a crown in the rehearsal room somewhere, obviously. So I put it on, and people started to treat me differently. And then after a week, the designer came in and said, Nat, what's that on your head? I said, well, it's a crown, Chris. I'm playing the king. And he said, yeah, but he never wore crowns. How disappointing was that?
That's right.
How disappointing was that? I have to wear these hats.
Oh,
No crowns.
Hats
Yeah,
too.
she gets to wear a crown.
That's true.
I don't.